Hello. Been kind of MIA. Just processing what's going on in my life. What does it mean? How can I use it so that I can help you all on your journey that might be similar to mine? Which, if you're watching this video, you come across it, feel like it is for you. Um, I actually didn't prepare notes as I usually do. Um, I want to talk about the new moon in Libra. And that is happening on October 6th, 13 degrees. Okay. In 25 minutes in Libra. October 6th, 13 degrees, 25 minutes in Libra. Yes. October 6th. That is on Wednesday, 6 a.m. 6:06 a.m. Yes. And so beautiful. New moon in Libra. So we're now in Libra season. Welcome. This season brings a lot to the table, especially for me, because Libra is all about relationships, understanding our values, how we relate to ourselves through another in terms of values and what we put up with, what we allow others to do, in the relationship, what we do in our relationships, what we find acceptable, unacceptable. And with the sun here in Libra, all this is coming to our attention. The sun basically is a spotlight on what's going on in our lives, what to bring to our awareness. And you want to look out where Libra is placed in your chart to know what this means for you and what area of your life. If you need any help with that, just email me at emeraldastrology email me at emeraldastrology at gmail.com. So moon in Libra, new moon in Libra. Mars is also there. This moon literally makes me want to cough. I was literally messing with my chilies. I've been getting really into fermenting foods. So finally, because I always love the idea of ferment foods and good for your health, good for your gut, right? So I'm finally doing it, and I just messed with chilies, and now I feel like breathed it in somehow. Once I mentioned Mars is spicy planet. So this new moon, with Mars involved, it's like right on the moon, 13 degrees, 59 minutes. It's really intense. This is not your normal Libra energy. Libra is very much about um, having being finding harmony in relationships, being poised, keeping that front, that everything is harmonious, everything is you know put in its place, is beautiful, looks good, feels good. It's ruled by Venus. So all this feeling, with this Libra energy, and then Mars comes in. Mars, this brute energy, this brute being, this planet that's all about asserting yourself, being anger, the way that you use your anger, the way that you confront confrontation. Do you run away or do you confront it? And with Mars conjunct the moon, so the moon is our emotional nature. So our ways of using our intuition and with it being the new moon, it's a good time to set your intentions. So it's starting something new. But with Mars being involved, this very high energy planet, this can really like activate emotions, activate feelings or intuitions about things, and having to do with Libra relationships, how we relate to others, how we relate um, to the idea of relationships. So this could be very fiery. It can be very frustrating, very irritating, can be very, the catalyst that is needed to change things up in relationships. Mars is also about change too, because you got to have that energy, to do something about whatever it is that you're frustrated about that needs, some excitement, needs to be teased a little bit. um, so we could be trying to have a good time and then we get triggered, that anger comes in like, oh yeah, that was not resolved. So this new moon in Libra can be great for setting an intention on reconciling, confronting an issue in relationships, and it with it being an opposition to Chiron. I'm actually reading about Chiron right now. It's kind of where I've been hiding behind this book. It's Chiron and the Healing Journey by Melanie Reinhart. Very good book. I love it. Has the astronomy um, behind Chiron as well. So it's really comprehensive. Very good book. Talks about Chiron and all the signs and aspects to other planets. It's a really good book. But in opposition, so Chiron is the wounded healer, is the shaman. It's an asteroid, it's a dwarf planet, has many names because it cannot be confined to one thing, one label, right? This is the healer, the wounded healer, or the wounded. So depending on your relationship to whatever pain is showing up in the area of your life that has to do with um, self-sufficiency, Aries. So Chiron's in Aries right now. So having to do with self-sufficiency, development of the self, the feelings of being able to go after, what you want, and based off of your own desires, dealing with those kinds of wounds in whatever house that's in for you, Chiron is activating. And so with Chiron being involved with this moon too, in opposition, we might have, some wounds come up in the relationship, right? Some wounds that needs to be addressed. And Chiron also has to do with like past life wounds, so childhood wounds or the collective wound. And you have to do some deep work with Chiron. Chiron requires you to access the deeper realms of your mind, and with it being like the shaman, it crosses Pluto's ecliptic, so it has that connection to Pluto in that way. And whenever the moon is involved with Chiron, aspects Chiron, we have to be able to confront this part of ourselves. Now, some of us may be not familiar with this area of life, and some might be. Now, for me, I have a very strong Chiron. It's actually conjunct my ascendant with Mars. And so I'm just kind of used to that, like, oh, gotta check myself pretty much. Like, where is this coming from? Is this, ancestral? Is this, something I picked up from parents or whatever? And really dissect it. So that being activated in relationships can be very triggering if you're not used to this energy. Why is everyone's calling me right now? It's crazy. Sorry. um, so Yes. But we have the support with Ceres. So Ceres being the mother, the how we nurture ourselves, asteroid and trine and Gemini. So communication is our saving grace. This person's really probably have to put this phone on mute. So Ceres is our saving grace, is what I see here. And she also aspects Chiron by sextile. So that's a door that you can open if you are willing to face that wound and really ask questions, hey, that really frustrated me. This is how I feel about that situation, not saying it's you, like you're talking to the others, not, blaming it on the other, but allowing them to see this part of yourself, being vulnerable, and perhaps even sit down and dissect it together would be very helpful. I see with this new moon, or setting the intention on practicing, this. Um, so this is what I'm seeing with this new moon in Libra that's coming up. Um, you know, New moons gives us this new energy, this new, hope for something bigger that's that can unfold in our lives. And you either are sensitive to this energy or not, but it's really helpful to work with these cycles because you can see your relationship with the creative process, um, realizing that you are creator and there's more to life than actually getting the thing that you're wanting. That could be a relationship, it could be a house, it can be the career, the money, whatever, but the process of that, of you transforming that emotional process, that mental process, all those chiron things are also really involved, and so you get to see that transformation, um, to become that person that can hold that manifestation. So that's what the process we are on. I can't say it. That's what we are experiencing right now. So with this new moon in Libra, I hope that you use this opportunity to address, what it is that is aggravating you right now, what you maybe makes you feel very powerless in a relationship. Um, Mars really wants to be seen with this new moon, and new moon is unearthing things, right? It's bringing things from the dark realms, which is in relation to the dark goddess, because before the new moon there's a dark moon, dark goddess Kali. If you're not familiar with her, look into her mythologies, and see where you relate. I also have an article that you can read about Kali Ma. I'll link that below in the description. But yeah, that's my rambles for the new moon in Libra. So I hope you take advantage of this time. Take it easy. Love yourself. Love those who are involved with you and going in this process, and realize that you don't have to be overly attached to this. Um, you're on a journey, you're growing, you're learning, and you don't have to be perfect, right? So be kind and be well. And I will talk to you next time. Happy new moon in Libra.